See, I will tell you definition in my own way. Using the Power Apps, right, we can build the some custom applications. We can connect any other data sources. Using those data sources, right, we can connect it to our Power Apps, and we can design our application whatever business needs. Business is in this client, whatever the client have requirement, right? Based on that client requirement, we can design the application. Like in mobile, we will use this some applications, mobile applications. Suppose we have the some apps, right? WhatsApp, um, Facebook, Instagram, some ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank. Like we have the some mobile applications, right? Like way, likewise, we can create the some web applications and some parallel mobile applications also we can create using the Power Apps. This is the Power Apps. See, in the Power Apps, right, we have the different types of apps is there. We have the three types of applications. One is Canvas, second one is model driven, third one is the Power Pages. These are the three types of applications we have. First, Canvas application. We can see this is Canvas application, right? If you want to design the Canvas application, we can design from the scratch. Like we have to take the from the screens. We can customize it how the user they want. User in the sense client, how they want, right? We can customize it. We can take the buttons, labels, some. We have the different controls we can discuss based on that controls, right? We can design our Canvas application from scratch. For designing Canvas application, right, we have the around 600 plus connectors. Connector means, anyone have any idea what is meant by connector? Akram, Praveen. I'm not sharing still, Vijay. Just I'm giving the definitions. Can anyone tell what is connectors?
Connector is nothing but to add the plugin.
Okay. In general way, in our language, what we can call it as?
It is a data source.
If you want to connect the two platforms, suppose I have the SharePoint, that is different one platform. I have the Power Apps. We have the two platforms. If you want to connect these two, right, we can use the connector. This is the, we can call it as general way connector. For designing Canvas application, what I said, we can use the around 600 plus connectors we have if you want to design the Canvas application. For designing model driven application, right, based on our data was only, we can design the model driven application. The next is the Power Pages. If you want to create the some any custom websites using that, we can use this some JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and also we can use the some default web parts we have in the custom Power Pages also. Using that web parts or some JS files, HTML files, right, we can design the Power Pages. This in these three applications, right, mostly which application the user, the clients they will use. Mainly most of them they use the Canvas application only. Why? We can design the application, we can design our the Canvas application fastly, we can develop. Why many of the people they choose the Power Apps, right? It is a low code development platform. For developing the application, right, no need more developers, only single developer also they can design the application. If you use this Power Apps, right, it is a low cost Means if you want to purchase the license, right? If anyone want to develop the application, we need the licenses and all. So if you use the Power Apps or any some other platforms, if you use the some UI path, if you want to develop any one application, right? If you use the some Salesforce, some different platform, it will be like different cost it is there when compared to other platforms, right? The Power Apps is the low cost and also rapid development. That's why many of the clients or users, right, they will use the Power Apps only with the low cost, and also we can develop the applications rapid, means fastly we can develop. That's why many of the users, they will choose the Power Apps. See, this is my Power Apps homepage. I think everyone can see the screen, right? Hello.
Yes, bro. Okay.
Okay, thank you. So this is my Power Apps homepage. If you want to open your Power Apps, right, what is the URL? Can anyone tell? I think we discussed it in the first classes. Suppose I want to open Power Apps. What is the URL? We can use it.
Make.powerup.com.
Okay, okay. Yes, we can use the make.powerapps.com. I will ask you for Power Automate. Shiva, can you tell me what is the URL for open Power Automate? In last first classes we discussed what is the URL for open Power Automate.
PowerAutomate.com. Otherwise, we can go through that 360 and
Hmm.
all apps. We can go through there. Microsoft 360 is there.
Yeah, yeah.
We can go through
Can you
there
tell me
also.
the
No
URL again?
problem.
Yeah, yeah, I understood. Can you tell me the URL again? Yes, sure. Tell me the URL. Hello.
URL ID on this.
Now only you said right. Okay, fine. So
PowerAutomate.com.
I want the exact URL. Wait, I will ask Madhu. Can you tell me, Madhu, what is the URL?
Make.powerautomate.com environmental slash.
Hmm. We have to give the https semicolon double forward slash make dot powerautomate.com. We have to give, then only it will come. This is the URLs for the open Power Automate Power Apps. See, this is my Power Apps home page. Here we can see the our Power Apps. This is the name we can see. This is the search option in our in the home Power Apps. If you want to search your application, we can use this is the global search. If you want to search anything, right, we can search. This is the environment. See, by default, suppose if you have the some organization, suppose if you have the some Capgemini, if you log in into the Capgemini, right, we can see only the environment like default environment we can see. After that, right, if you want to create the any many of the organization, right, they will use the three environments. Suppose you are developing the one application, uh, after developing they're supposed to test it. Where they will test it, we have the separate different environments we have. After testing, we have to move it to production, means for production, means for the end users usage purpose, we can move it to the production. They will maintain the different types of environments. They will maintain dev environment, UAT environment, production environment. Dev in a sense, the developers, they will develop the application, they will do the some unit testing, means normal testing they will do, the developers in the dev environment. After that, once the development is everything completed, our application we will move to UAT environment. This environment, right, it will not come by default. We have to create it, these environments. By default, once we log in into the, anyone logged in into this application, suppose, can you anyone check the make.powerapps.com? Are you able to see these three environments? Can anyone check? Akram, can you check from your side? Are you able to see these environments? These environments, right, I have created like dev environment, UAT environment, production environment. In the environments, like how we will create that environment set, I will show you in later classes. This is the environments. If you want to create the application in your dev first, right, we can develop, we can create our application, we can select the dev environment. Here I can create my application. Once I have developed my application, right, after that I will show you that migration also, how to migrate our application from one environment to another environment. This one also we can discuss later. Just I'm giving the overview what is meant by environment. This is some notifications. If you have any notifications that we can see here. This is the settings of your Power Apps. If you want to create any some user, if you want to add the users or any for giving maintaining the some roles, security roles, we have different roles we have. If you want to create the environment, see here we have the environment option. In the here, if you want to create the any environments, right, we can create the environments here. Are you able to see Akram? Have you logged in? Is anyone logged in into this our environment? This fundraising.
Yeah, only default is there, bro. Is it?
Why means you don't have access for the that environments. I haven't give the access. If I provide the access, right, for the dev UAT production, then only you guys able to see the access. Understood, right? That's why we can use this environments and we can share that environments to the users. That dev and UAT, right, we will not share with the user. Dev environment we will not share with the user. For the UAT environment, right, we will share with the end users. Why means they have to test it the application, it is working or not properly. Once in UAT, right, everything is working fine, then our application we can move it to the production. That is the environments we have. Then we have, if you want to, how we can create the environments, right, here we can see in the environments. If you click on new, right, we can give our environment name and the type of the uh, developer, production or trial purpose. Where if you create it, that we can give this environments, we can create it. In many of the organizations, right, these environments, they only some different team they will create it. We will not create it. Already in their in is their environment, right, it will be available. They will create it. These three environments we have. We can create whatever environments if we want with the different names also we can create it. For terminology wise, right, we can create the dev, UAT, prod environments, we can create it. If you want to delete the environments, we can delete the environments. We have the delete option. If you want to reset, copy, backup and restore, we have the some settings. I have selected that environment. Now users, if I want to see the users, see I have selected the power production environment settings users. For now I am the user for this environment. Now I will share with the I will share with the Akram. He can able to see the prod environment now. Now I'm adding the Akram to the prod environment. It is loading. Maybe it will take 1 minute or 30 seconds. Once I have added, right, see, it is asking the role also. We can discuss later also. In SharePoint we have the permissions, right? Likewise here also we have the roles. We can create, these are all the default roles we have. See, in interview also they will ask, can you tell me what are the default roles we have in the Power Apps? You can tell any basic user, AIB rules, system administrator, system customizer, environment maker, any three you can tell to the, then what are the roles we have. Now, right, I have added the to the Power Apps to the prod environment. Akram I have added. For that to Akram, right, I need to give the role. I will give the some basic user, or if basic user, just user level permission he will have. If I want to give some system customizer, environment maker, he can do some changes. You will get the some extra permissions you will get. If I give the system customizer, see here we have the system customizer administrator. He can do the whatever changes he want to do, he can do in the prod environment. If I give the system administrator, now just I will give the basic user permission or environment maker. Only I will give the basic user permission. Save. Now check Akram, just refresh your Power Apps page. Just check it. Are you able to see prod environment only? I gave only prod environment. Can you check from your side? Are you able to see this prod environment? Just click on this environment section. You can see with the default environment, product environment also you can able to see. This is the admin part, right? This is not developer part. Just I am giving the awareness of your how to do the create the environments, how to add the users into the environment. Just I am giving the overview. You should know like how to add the users and how to create the environments. Agram, are you able to see?
Checking, bro.
Just refresh the page. If anyone logging, please can you guys also can check it. Shiva, Upendra, you guys can check it from your side also. Are you able to?
Share. Give me access. I will check.
Now you are
Share it.
able to see. No, no. Just check what are the environments you are able to see.
No, I don't have any announcements because I don't.
Okay. Now I will give for the dev environment access. I will give select the user and permissions. Click on the users. Now I can see only my name only. I will add your name. Yes. Akram, are you able to
Yeah.
see?
Checking, bro. It's automatically it's lagging mode, bro. It is picking my old account.
Okay.
Changing.
Now only you check now. I am
Yeah,
able to see only default environment.
I'm checking.
See, like this, right? We can add the environments into the users. That's it. Later, right, we can discuss about the that security roles, how to create the some custom security roles. In SharePoint, we will create the some custom permissions, right? Like this here also, we can create the some custom security roles. We can discuss it later. That security roles and all. Just I'm giving the overview of this is the settings. Whatever settings, if you want to change, right, we can change here. We can come to again back. that is the admin center, plans, advanced, same, all it will be related to the settings only. Then this is the some help in the sense, if you want to check the some documentation of your Power Apps, right, that Microsoft they will provide the some documentation. If you click on it, the documentation, right, see the Power Apps related document, how to create the canvas, how to create the model driven, how to create the Power Pages, data wars, those everything, right, it will be available here. That Microsoft only they will provide us some documentation. We can learn from here also. From the, if you start from scratch, right, you can learn everything from here. See, they will mention the doc what is meant by Power Apps. Power Apps is a suite of application services connectors as well as a data platform that provide the rapid development. Means we can develop the fastly the application for designing the custom applications for the as per business needs, whatever business they want, right, we can design the application fastly. So using Power Apps you can quickly build custom business apps that convert your data stored in the underlying data platform. We can develop our custom business application that connect to your data. Means we have to connect our data to our Power Apps, then only we can develop our application. In the Power Apps, right, we have the by default the data platform we have, that is the Dataverse. Using the Dataverse also, right, we can store the our data. We can discuss about the Dataverse also, how to create inside the Dataverse, how to create the tables, like how we created the SharePoint list, right, like we can create the tables in the Dataverse. We will discuss later. In, and also we have the different online connectors, on premises data services also, like a SharePoint, Microsoft 365, Dynamics 365, SQL Server. We have the some different also, Azure, uh, some different whatever data sources if you want, Oracle, whatever the data sources we have, right, the data sources we can connect to the our Power Apps. See, like this, right, they will give the documentation each and everything. If you read everything, right, you guys can learn everything in the Power Apps. This is the Microsoft only, they have provided this documentation. You guys can check it if you have time, right, you can check it. I will ping that URL in the chat. And then this is the some help related to Power Apps documentation, it will be available. Some blogs, communities, it will be there, Power Apps only. This is my login. I have logged in with my name. We work on, if I want to we work on, you can say that is fine. This is the home. See, this is the some left nav. See, in this part, right, we can call it as the left navigation panel of our Power Apps. One mean for production is okay. This is the my home page. In the home page, right, we can see the all the apps like blank. If you want to create the blank app, we can create the blank app. Means from the scratch we can create which application if you want to create, canvas, model driven, or portal we can call it as Power Pages only. Whatever application if you want to create it, we can select and we can create it. This is the blank app. If you want to create it from the, if you want to create any, create the data wars tables, right, we can create the data wars tables also, that is fine. If you want to create from SharePoint, right, we can create it. Excel, if you want to create your application from Excel, we can create the Excel. If you want to create it from SQL, we can create SQL. These images, if you want to upload an image of an app and form, you will convert into application. If you upload any image or of application, right, we can create it from the tab also. See, these are all the in the home page, right, we can create from here also our application. Again, this is the some learning documentation of Power Apps. If you want to check, we can check the this documentations and all. This and all not required. Then this is the home page of your Power Apps. If I click on create, right, in create also you can see the same options. Only if you want to create any application, right, we can create it. This is the learning platform. Like if you want to learn any power related power apps, right, you can learn from here. This is the documentation. We have power apps documentation. We can check the documentation apps. See here, whatever you created the apps, right, we can see here. Suppose I have created one application where you can see in this section, app section, you can able to see. Now in this dev environment, right, we don't have any application, we haven't created still. Then from here also, if you want to create it, we can create the applications. From here you can create it. If you want to create canvas, you can create canvas. If you want to create a model driven, you can create model driven. If you want to create a website, you can create the website also. Whatever application if you want, you can create from here. This import canvas that we can discuss later. Once we created the application, if you want to move your application from one environment to another environment, using this import canvas application, right, we can import it. This is my app section, or same. If you want to select my apps, you can filter it or application. First, if you create any application, right, that time we can filter it. If you want to search your application, right, with the name, you can search with the name also from here. This is search option, component library. This component library, right, we can use it in our canvas application or model driven application. We can use it. We can discuss later how when we will use component libraries. Why we will use these component libraries, right? For reusable purpose of your screens designing, right? If you want to design your application, right, we will use the screens inside the canvas application. We will discuss later how to create the screens inside the canvas application. We will discuss it. Just I'm telling the definition what is meant by component library. If you have the some repeated screen components, we have, suppose in screen I have the screen inside the application. If you have some repeated header part or repeated left hand header, if you have at that time, we can create this component library. Instead of creating in each every screen, right, that time we can select this component library. We can design our screens. Now you guys will not understand what is the screens and all. If I create one canvas application, right, there I will show you how to use this component library. This is the app section. We can create from the scratch. From here we can discuss it. Next we have the tables, means data verse. See inside the power apps we have the some data verse option. We have same what is meant by data verse, right? If you same like SharePoint only, if you want to store the data, right, we can using the data verse, right, we can store the data inside the data verse. In interview we can this for this data verse, right, we have the name CDS. Previously, right, we are calling it as CDS. For the data verse, right, old name is CDS. CDS means common data service. In interview also, they will ask, instead of data verse, they will ask what is meant by CDS. Then we can tell see what is meant by CDS. If they ask, CDS is like common data service. We can store the data inside the CDS. Means we can tell data verse also. First we can, if they ask for CDS, see we, CDS is like a common data service. Now the name is changed to Dataverse. Using this Dataverse, right, we can store the data. Uh, we can uh, we can easily integrate the data into from another data platform. Suppose if you want to get the data from Excel, SQL, we can integrate the data. Means we can import the data. We can discuss later that part or not. Just definition I'm telling. Um, we can securely store the data inside the Dataverse. For storing the information or files, we can use this Dataverse. We have the different we can create the different tables, we can create the relationships, views, we can create it later, right? We can discuss about the this Dataverse. We have the flows also inside the power apps. Inside the power apps also, if you want to create the flows, we can create it. If you see here, we can see the flows. It will be reflect if you create here, right? It will be reflect in our make.powerautomate.com also. If you create there also, it will be reflect, it will be interlinked wherever you can create it. We can create from here also, we can create it our flows, or else we can, if you want to create in make.powerautomate.com, there also we can create our flows. Hmm. See, if you want to create any flows, then we are using the trial account, right? That's why it is showing this pop-up. They asking some premium lessons, not required. This is the flows part. If you want to create any flows, right, from here also we can create it. We can discuss later this part now. Next, we have the solutions. See why we will use this solution. If you want to move your application from one environment to another environment, right? We can use this solution option. We can use it. We can easily migrate uh, our means inside the solution also, we can create our app. Once we create the solution, right, inside the solution we can create the our canvas application, our flows, we can create it inside the solution. If you want to, if you create the one application, right, for that application we will use the flows, tables, some, if you use the some chartboards, right, inside the solution we can create it, everything we can create it inside the solution. After that, right, at a one time, right, this solution we can export and we can import into wherever. Now we created the solution in dev, right? Inside the solution we created apps and all, everything we created. After that, if you want to move this our application flows to UAT environment, right, then we can export this solution, then we can import this solution into that particular environment. We can easily uh, migrate using these solutions. We can easily migrate our solution. This is the solutions we have. We can discuss it later how to migrate this application from one environment to another environment. That is the solution option. In more, we have the tables flows, same only. Data flows, connector choices. Okay, this is part of our solution only. Inside the solution we have the some tables, flows, bots, solutions, everything we can create it. This is all about like power apps. In the power apps homepage, what are the features we have, these things we have discussed. If you want to create new solution, we can create it. Once we created the solution, right, um, suppose I have created some test solution, I have created this solution, right, I will select it. Inside the solution I have the all the my canvas application, my flows, we have this solution, right, I want to move to my UAT environment. How we will move? I will select this solution. We have the some export option we have, right? If you click on export, it will be it will ask the publish run. If you click on next, right, it will be the solution, it will be created. We can download it, that solution, right, it will be downloaded as a zip file, uh, like one file in file format, right, it will be downloaded in our desktop. After it is downloaded, right, we can go to the UAT environment. once it is open, right, it is loading. Now we are, I'm in a get environment. That whatever we created in the dev environment, right, that application I want to move it to environment. How you will move? I will select that event environment. See here we have the import solution option we have, right? We can select this import solution option. We can select the file, means that whatever we exported the downloaded file, right, we can select it from here like this. It will be downloaded .zip. In the zip format it will be downloaded. We can select that solution, open, then click on next. It will be it will be imported into in our environment like this, right? Using the solutions also we can export and import our application. That is overview of Power Apps. Then is how we can create the application from the blank. We have the Canvas application first, right? We can discuss about the Canvas application. After that we can discuss the model driven application. We can discuss it. Then we can show, I will show you just some Power Pages also, how to create the Power Pages. Mainly we can focus on the Canvas application only. Many of the users, right, they will use the Canvas application only. We can for more focus on the Canvas application. After that, right, I will show the model driven application also, how to create the model driven application. First, right, I will select the Canvas application creator. Once we click on the create, we have the well, for creating your Canvas application, right, we have the two layouts, means tablet or phone. If you want to create a phone application, we can create the phone application. If you want to create the tablet, means laptop web application. If you want to create any web application, means we can use the tablet option. So if the application, right, if they are using in phone, then we can create the phone application. If they want to use mm, in our laptop or tablet, right, we can use this tablet option. We have the two types of layouts we have. Using those layouts, right, we can create whatever the user they want, that layout we can select it and we can create our application. But some users, right, they want the both combination. Suppose if I open my application in my laptop, it should open in my laptop in my it should adjust to the entire screen and it should open. Suppose the same application if I open in phone, right, it should open in the my phone also. Then how we will create in a single application? That for creating that both in for using both tablet and phone, right, we have to create that application in responsiveness. I will show you like how to create the application as a responsiveness later. We will discuss it. We can use in the, if you create as a responsiveness, if you create the application as a responsive, right, both tablet and phone also we can use that application. Going forward, right, we will discuss about the how to create the application as a responsiveness. We can discuss it. Mm, I will give first canvas. I can give our app name first canvas. I can give. We can give whatever that project related name we can give. That I'm giving the first canvas. I will select the tablet only. Whatever layout if you want to select, we can select it. Once I click on create, right, oh, directly I was creating in the U8 environment. I will create in the dev environment. I will go to my dev environment again. Click on create blank app, create. I have given my app name. Click on create. that PowerApps Studio, right? It will be open our Canvas Studio. Once it is open, right? That we can call it as the our studio, development studio. Here only we can develop our application. It will take time 30 seconds or 1 minute getting things are ready. In between, Akram, have you logged in?
Yeah, bro, it's not showing.
Shiva, what about you?
Screen showing.
No. I'm asking, are you able to see the dev environment?
Uh,
This
Actually, I
environment.
log in my own account. That's why I did not check. It's I created one admin. I'll check. I'll
So
check.
have you used
You are
have
teaching now.
checked
That's
the
why I'm
account?
listening.
Huh? Okay, fine. Have you logged in using this Pandresnik domain with this domain? Have you logged in? Which account you use to log in?
This account only. I have this account also. And one more admin is there. I created one more that
Okay, that
for
is
all
fine.
I need.
Which account you use to log in?
I will use it. I will log in 1 second.
Okay, fine. No, not required. I'm asking like, are you able to? It's fine. No, you don't log in. Just
1 second. 1 second.
it will take first time you are opening the application, right? It will take some time. It will open. Have you checked the yesterday the controls I have shared the URL, right? Have you checked the all the controls for that control properties? What are the properties we have for the each control? Have you checked? See today what we discussed, right? That we have to practice in the today itself only we have to practice. Then only we can remember. And like we cannot remember everything. If I ask you some questions in previous class videos, right, you will forget. If you practice right every day, then only you can remember whatever we discussed today, right? Today only you have to practice. End of the day. Why this much time it is taking? Click on refresh. Hmm. See here, it opened now. Once we click on create, right? My application name here, I can see top. This pop-up it will come. Welcome to Power App Studio. So here we can call it as this studio. Here a few ways to start building an app from a blank of canvas using form or using a gallery. These are the controls: form, edit control, gallery control we have. We can discuss later what is form, what is gallery. I don't want this pop-up. I will skip. This is our Canvas Studio. If you want to develop your application, here only we can develop it. This part we can call it as left hand side header, top header, right hand side header. In left hand side we can see the screens, that navigations and all we can see here. In top we can see the controls. If you want to add any controls, we can add from here. This is the controls section. We can call it as control section. This is the properties for each and control. If you select the control, suppose we have the screen. For the screen, what are the properties we have? We can see here For that properties, if you want to write the any functions in PowerApps, right, we can call it as the PowerFX functions. We have the some Excel. In Excel, we have the some functions, right? Same that functions only we can use here. If you want to write any function, we can write in this section. Is here also we can change the properties. In right side also, this is the right side properties section. If you want to check the properties, right, from here also we can check. For the screen, what are the properties we have? Fill, background image, image position, advanced. In advanced we have on visible, on hidden. Can anyone tell what is meant by on visible? Yesterday we discussed it, right?
That inside the content column.
Sorry.
That inside the content unusable means.
Hmm. Why we will use this on visible?
That is easy to type. What is there in that? What we need to type? Easy to type. The user can understand easily.
Not user. That is a development. Developer only know everything inside the properties. What are the controls we have? The developer know. For the end user, right, they will not. They will not know. Only they will use the application only. See, we have the some HDFC mobile application, right? We can see some in front end we can see the username, some account balance. That options only we can see. In back end, what we have we don't know, right? For that user, same like for the end users, right? They will don't know inside what are the properties we have. For the developers only, they will know. Now I'm asking like what is unvisible. Yesterday I have explained it. Akram, can you tell what is unvisible when we will use this unvisible property? Before that, I suppose to ask one question. Unvisible, where it will be available? Akram?
Yeah, bro.
Unvisible, where it will be available, that property.
On left side, this one. Left side menu only.
No, Akram. Yesterday I have mentioned clearly where it will be available. Only that particular somewhere only it will be available. Clearly I have explained.
In the screen available, bro.
Where?
Screen. Screen now.
Correct. Okay. Praveen, on hidden, where it will be available? On hidden property, where it will be available?
Properties one.
That is on hidden is the property only. Particularly where it is available.
In right side also it is available. In
Hmm,
advanced property.
it is available, but particularly I'm telling where
In
in
properties, uh, top of the top of the bar it will properties is there.
no problem. No, only Madhu said. Akram.
On screen only, bro.
Hmm?
On screen only.
In the screen, it will be available. The on hidden property. Sorry. Okay. When we will use this on visible? Now tell me when we will use this on visible. Upendra, he left. Upendra is not there.
No, bro.
Shiva, any idea when you will use this unvisible property? Shiva, Madhu, Vijay, Praveen, Reddy.
To show the group, to show the hidden groups, so that time we can.
No. Vijay, Praveen, Reddy.
Bro, when we open the application, there's a app. Before
Yes.
we should give some syntax, bro. And that syntax will automatically get execute, and it will give output.
Yes. It is whatever you're telling correct only, but you not application,
Yeah.
not application. Whenever
Okay.
the open, right, that time it will be execute that unvisible whatever you written the syntax or functions, right, that time it will be execute. Now I will ask you, like, what is app on start? See that app on start, right? If you whenever you open the application, right, that time it will execute the functions whatever you written the functions, right, in the app on start. That time it will execute in app on start. What is difference between app on start and on visible, right? They will ask in the interview, what is difference between app on start and app on visible. The app on start, right, it will be available in the app. In the app it will be available app on start. Whenever you open the application, right, that time whatever you written the functions or the syntax, right, that syntax it will be execute whenever you open the application. Then on visible, whenever the screen it is opened, right, that time what are the functions we have in the on visible property, that time that functions it will be execute. Is the difference. App on start it will be available in the app. uh, on visible it will be available in the on visible. In the screen it will be available. Okay. See each and every property that you should know. Yesterday I have shared that article, but you guys didn't check the article also. See whatever I have discussed, we have to practice those things. Why you guys are not practicing? I don't know. Tell me the reason why you guys are not practicing. That day class that you have to practice end of the day. Yesterday only we discussed these things, right? But you guys are not remembered. We have to write a note also. You can write a note, some sample note. You know you can prepare it also, like whatever we discussed today, right? In, you spend 10 minutes, 20 minutes time. That questions, right? You can write it in the note. Today what we discussed about the power apps. Like prepare the what you can write the notes also. You can participate by power apps. You can refer the video also, like, or else you can refer the some documentation. You can check in the Google, you'll get the definition. You can prepare like this. What is meant by canvas, what is meant by model driven, what is meant by power pages. Check. You can return the question like what we discussed today, right? That that all the topics, right, you can make a note. Tomorrow, right, we can discuss tomorrow also we have the class. We can discuss the all the in this left hand side header, right, what are the we have the features, those features, right, we can discuss it. In top header, what are the features we have in right side, this part, right, we can discuss it. Yesterday also we have shown you the overview. This is my screen right now. If you want to develop your canvas, right, we have the using the screens only we can develop it. This is my first screen. In the first what are the controls, if you want to display, we can display the all the controls, where the controls where it will be available in the insert option. See here we have the insert, right, we can using the all the controls we can develop the application. Each and every control, right, we can discuss. From this section also we can discuss in from this part we can select. From here also, see here we have the some left hand side also we have the insert option. Here also we have, from wherever you want to select we can select the controls, we can design it. If you want to connect your data sources, that connectors, if you want to connect any data sources, right, we can connect from here. Now I want to connect my SharePoint, we have to connect from here. Now if I want to connect Excel, from here only you can select it. If you want to connect your SQL, from here only you can connect it. If I click on add data, run, from here we can connect it. We can discuss it later. Tomorrow class we can discuss everything. If you have any doubts, right, you can ask me, you can discuss it. So that's it from my side today. If you have any doubts, you can ask me.